Not all production is alike, there are different types of production. Let's see how we can distinguish them. What I would like to introduce here are three different dimensions of production. First, technological intensity. The technological intensity describes the research and development, the R&D effort required to develop or to further develop production and products. And very schematically it's depicted here as either low or high. The second dimension is labor intensity. That's the amount of manual labor required in the production or in separate production processes in order to generate a product. Automated processes, automated parts of processes, have a lower labor intensity than non-automated manual processes. And again, we depict it as low or high. The third dimension is the market radius. It shows how far a product can be transported from the production site to the customer while remaining economically viable. The decisive question being if the value of a product is worth the investment of distributing it beyond the regional market. You can easily think about either perishable goods, where it's difficult to transport them, which limits the radius, or about goods which are very big, which require high volumes of transport or high weights, which make it economically less feasible to transport them for long ranges. So we have the market radius, either being regional or global. The three different dimensions, each having two poles, make a total of 8 different types of production. You see them here as a cube. In this graphical representation of the cube, you can't see the regional market well. That's why we put it side by side on the next slide. What you see here is on the left-hand side, the global market, on the right-hand side, the regional market. And then for both, you have the 2x2 grid for labor intensity and technology intensity. Let's start on the upper left with the high-tech export. Typical examples are photovoltaic, medtech, pharma, or microelectronics. These are products which are usually rather high in R&D, both for the product and for the production process, but which are also highly automated in the production process, meaning low labor intensity. That's the high-tech export. If we stay with high-tech and global market, but increase the labor intensity, then typical examples are automotive and machinery products, also air and space products. These are less automated, more high in labor intensity, but still high in R&D, and still such high in their value that they are typically shipped globally. If we decrease technology intensity, go to the lower left, low technology intensity, low labor intensity, but still an economically viable global market, then we see there's something like CDs, tin products, cigarettes, or brushes. And again, if we increase labor intensity, we see something like textiles, leather, musical instruments, or the like. Now let's move to the regional market. Again, low labor intensity, high technology intensity. There you see something like rubber hoses, tires, paint, or steel beams. Higher labor intensity, still high technology intensity, regional market are things like fibers, glass, and ceramics. Low technology intensity, low labor intensity in the regional market, something like wood, beverages, steel tubes, and then finally the eighth type, the regional primary material refining. As the name already says, it's regional, it's low technology intensity, high labor intensity. So we see something like furniture, staples, or products from the butchery or the bakery. Now with these 8 different types, there are 2 questions I have to you. One, if you consider about the entire industrial sector, so about 30% of the German GDP, what do you think, how does it distribute across these 8 types? Which of these are strong in Germany today, which are not? And then the second question is, how did digitalization and Industry 4.0 affect these types, and how does it affect Germany as a competitive international production location? These are questions to you.